Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Jemima. So this is a part 2 of the series lessons that medical school have taught me. If you've not seen the part 1, please go and see it. I'll leave the link up for you. With that said, let's continue with the video. You see this anatomy, this biochemistry, this physiology that you think is not important. Your knowledge of these 3 basic medical sciences will help you to understand the basic clinicals, the pharmacology, the pathology. This pharmacology, pathology that you may think is not so important. Your knowledge in these basic clinicals will help you understand the clinicals. When you get to gynecology, you get to pediatrics. It is your knowledge in your basic clinical. So it's a build up. Don't just ignore any topic and say you don't need it or they won't ask it. You would certainly need your knowledge of that topic to understand something else when you climb the ladder. So don't ignore whatever topic it is. Try to understand it. Another thing medical school have taught me is that, trust me, it is okay not to know something. It's totally okay. I mentioned this point in one of my videos, how to stay productive during the ASU strike or during holidays as a medical student. I'll put the link up in case you've not seen that video. I hate not having knowledge. Before I got into medical school, I used to love knowing everything ahead of time. I used to love knowing things. I hated failure. My dear, in medical school, it is totally okay not to know everything. That doesn't mean that you will not strive to know everything, but the fact that you're striving to know everything does not mean that you will necessarily know everything. I need you to understand that it is totally okay not to know everything in medical school. It is totally okay to fail at something in medical school, but what is not okay is when you fail and you remain down. I'm going to upload a video on how to deal with failure. Many people have asked me for that. Don't worry, I will certainly upload that video. So it's totally okay not to know certain things. It's totally okay to fail in medical school, so don't think that it is abnormal. That is one thing that was really strange to me. Like, this is one of the strongest things that I never knew I would ever be able to get used to. It's okay not to know some things. You cannot just know everything, but strive to know everything, by the way. Another thing that medical school have taught me is that you can do extracurriculars and still excel tremendously. You just need to know how to manage your time. I'm going to upload a video on how to manage your time in medical school. I'm going to upload a video on that. By the way, I already have a video out on how I balance medical school with extracurriculars. I'll put the link up in case you've not seen that video. You need to know that it is okay. You can actually balance it and excel. There are medical students that are freelancers. There are medical students that are doing affiliate marketing. There are medical students that are doing businesses, that are in extracurriculars, that are doing politics. There are medical students that are doing many things. You can actually do it. Before I got into medical school, I never believed that I could do studies and still do every other thing. I believe that if I'm doing something, I should be dedicated at it fully. But medical school have taught me otherwise. If you want to concentrate on just medical school, you will find yourself spending the whole of your youthful age in medical school without achieving any, tangible thing for yourself, which to me does not make sense. That you spend the whole of your youthful age, especially with this strike. This is a very good opportunity to get yourself involved in other things outside medical school. So one thing medical school have taught me is that yes, you can get involved in extracurriculars. And when I say extracurriculars, I'm not necessarily talking about the obvious extracurriculars like business and skills and all that. I'm talking about even spending time with your loved ones. That is also part of extracurricular activities. You can actually combine both. There's a way you can balance both. That's one thing medical school have taught me, and it's wonderful that I don't have to put all my life into medical school. I can actually have a life outside medicine. Another strong thing that medical school have taught me is, my dear, you see those your secrets, keep them to yourself. Not everybody in your class is your friend. Especially if you're one of the targeting quotes in your class. Probably if you have people that don't like you in class, or probably if you're one of the high flyers in your class, that you're someone that people, I really don't know how to put it in a nice way. I would rather omit this statement than say it in a way that it would sound somehow. But my point is, be careful what you say about yourself in medical school. What you say about your background, your family, your weaknesses. Be careful how you say these things out and who you say them to. If possible, keep them to yourself, because not everybody in medical school is happy that you're doing well. Not everybody in your class is happy for you. Not everybody in your class wishes you well. There are some people who would probably use these things against you. I'm not saying this to make you feel afraid. Yes, you will definitely form genuine relationships in medical school, but my dear, be on the safe side. Those secrets, keep them to yourself. If you do not have a therapist to say them to, or if you do not have family members you can share those things with, keep them to yourself, except whoever it is that you're sharing these things with, it's someone that you trust fully. Yes, definitely you will form meaningful relationships in medical school, in your class, but there are certain secrets, there are certain things that you should just keep to yourself to be on the safe side. That is one strong thing that medical school have taught me. I actually learned the bitter way myself. Another thing medical school have taught me is to not disrespect your lecturers on purpose. They could be your referees in future. Don't just decide to be notorious for something bad in medical school. It doesn't speak well at all. You could jam them in Viva. Like, in medical school, life is just not predictable. Don't just be unnecessarily, purposely rude to anybody. You don't know what will happen tomorrow. You don't know what is going to happen even later that same day. You don't even know what's going to happen in a split second. Please try as much as is within your power to exhibit emotional intelligence when you're dealing with your lecturers, when you're dealing with lab technicians. No matter how much you think you don't need them, I'm not saying you definitely would need them, but I'm saying be on the safe side. Don't carry this secondary school mentality that, oh, I was notorious, all the teachers, they could not do me anything. My dear, in university, in medical school, they will do you something. They can do you something. Even though they cannot do you anything, these are people that you probably need as your professional reference. Please do not unnecessarily be rude to your consultants, to your lab technicians, to medical professionals, especially for those in clinicals. Don't unnecessarily make up your mind to be rude to people around you. It's not going to work out well for you in the long run. That's one lesson, one strong lesson that medical school have taught me. You don't know what's going to happen in a split second. Don't disrespect your lecturers. Don't disrespect your lab technicians. Don't disrespect people around you. That is a lesson I learned myself the hard way. Last but not the least, the Holy Spirit. God, I've uploaded a video on how to develop a relationship with the Holy Spirit. If you're interested in that video, I'll put the link up for you. Please, if you're a Christian and you're watching this, you need the Holy Spirit in your life. Just go and watch that video so you'd see the testimonies that I talked about, how the Holy Spirit helped me so much in medical school and how he's still helping me in medical school. The Holy Spirit is a companion that you need. Your study buddy, even in exam hall, he can write with you, he can be with you, bring things to your remembrance, he can help you to understand things. The Holy Spirit can guide you what to say, what to do, where to move, where to go. The Holy Spirit is my number one partner in medical school. If there's anything at all that I've not mentioned while editing this video, I will certainly add it. I remain your girl Jemima. Bye.